G'day, I'm Brian and welcome to this part one of a two-part series of our most recent trip to India for Tiger Safari. We spent 4 nights in Kanha National Park and then 6 nights in Bandhavgarh National Park. We had a total of 7 game drives in Kanha and 10 in Bandhavgarh National Park. The whole trip was organised by our regular driver in Bandhavgarh, Rajeev Singh. I will leave his details in the description. And our trip included all transfers, road transfers, accommodation and safaris. And in Kanha we had Santosh. I will leave his details in the description as well. He has his own business in Kanha, safari business. So if you're looking for a guide that has over 20 years of experience in Kanha National Park and you'd like to contact Santosh, then please do so. We had a great time with Santosh on safari and always looking out for the best for his clients. And just to confirm, our trip was all private, so all our transfers were private, all our game vehicle drives were private, so just Nicole and I. And because of our experience going there and knowing some of the tricks or just knowing the people to talk to, we don't pay any extra for the privilege of a private vehicle, which is nice. Nicole's doing video in one row of seats and I'm doing still photography in another row of seats. First time in Kanha, so it was good to see another park. We normally just go to Bandhavgarh. The weather around November when we went, we were there at the beginning of November, was brisk in the morning. So we had 3 to 4 layers to start off with on a game drive, and we're usually down to 1 or 2 layers by the end of, I should say, the morning game drive, and then layer up a little bit on the afternoon game drive. Morning game drives are around 5 to 5.5 hours. That's also including getting you back to your lodge, and afternoon around 3.5 hours, which is pretty standard for central Indian tiger safaris. There was plenty of general game to see in Kanha, certainly more general game numbers than we had in Bandhavgarh, at least at this time of year, but we also knew it wasn't going to be a prime tiger sighting time. It's November, the foliage is denser, though not as dense as what I thought it would be, but it's more that there's plenty of standing water around the park for the animals to go to, and they don't need to congregate around the water holes as they do in the dry and very hot seasons. But yes, plenty of general game to see. We had 3 tiger sightings in Kanha, which we enjoyed. One really excellent one, and we were first on scene for that. But the other ones were also nice sightings. So again, with the tiger sightings, it's not always the number of sightings, it's the quality of the sightings. And we did get some good stills and video of the sightings that we had there. But stunning park, like the Jungle Book, of more open areas that I'm used to in Bandhavgarh. And they have, I guess, I call them glens or glades. You know, it's like a scene from Bambi, but absolutely stunning. The Jungle Book come to life. Beautiful lighting in the mornings and the evenings when the days were sunny. But just remember those 2 things: layering at that time of year, and we know people that were there for 3 or 4 days and didn't have tiger sightings, so you really need to temper your expectations if you're going out of peak season. Now, peak season doesn't necessarily mean numbers of vehicles, because they are restricted per zone in the parks like Bandhavgarh or Kanha. Peak season is when it's hot, dry, and the tigers, who are one of the only 2 big cats that really like water, will come down to water holes and give more people more opportunities to see tigers in the wild. However, we thoroughly enjoyed our time in November anyway. But enjoy the video coming up and the still shots of our safari in Kanha National Park, and I'll see you soon in our next episode in Bandhavgarh National Park. Bye for now. The forests of India have stunning scenery, enchanted forests that inspired the Jungle Book. Here we have a group of white spotted deer, also known as chital. These are the most common deer to be found in India. The most common monkey found are these guys, the grey langur or common langur. Here we have a beautiful golden jackal out foraging. The early bird does catch the worm. India is a bird lover's paradise. It ranks as number 9 of countries with the most bird species. This grey langur is munching on the juiciest, greenest leaves he could find. These are the largest deer to be found in India, the sambar deer. We can tell this is a female because she has no horns, unlike the males. A gorgeous white-rumped shama. The largest breed of wild cattle found in the world is the Indian Ghor. They can weigh up to 1,500 kilos. The most numerous parakeets found are these guys, the rose-ringed parakeet. During the breeding season around November, December, you'll see many flocks of these. One of the most colourful birds you'll find is the red jungle fowl. This is the male. This small species of deer is the barking deer. Unlike the sambar deer we saw earlier, this one is a female with no horns. And our first tiger sighting of our trip to Kanha. This is the junior Digdola male. We were first on scene for this beautiful cat and were lucky enough to spend about 15 minutes on our own with no other vehicles around. In total we had about 25 minutes of a really good sighting of this guy. You can often tell the age of a tiger by the colour of the nose. If it's still mostly pink, they're probably under 4 years old. This is a male Burasangwa deer, only found in Kanha National Park. There are breeding programs now in Kanha National Park so that the Burasangwa can also be moved to other parks around India now their numbers are recovering. And one of the favourite meals of the Bengal tiger are these guys, the wild boar. Now we have the male barking deer, as we can tell from the horns. The name barking deer comes from their alarm call when they see predators, which does sound like a dog barking. And India's most famous bird, the Indian peafowl. This is a male, better known as peacocks to most of us. And a gorgeous Indian roller. This is the Pateliwala male. We didn't get along with him as he stretched up, rubbed his glands against a tree, scent marking his territory before moving off into the forest. Our last morning in Kanha. Will we see another tiger before we leave and head to Bandhavgarh? Some common langurs, or grey langurs, soak up the morning sunlight. And yes, right before the end of our drive, we see the magnificent DB3 male. Not often seen, he is lord and master of this part of Kanha National Park. And finally, some of my favourite still images from our time in Kanha. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Bandhavgarh National Park.